Hello everyone, it's me Jamie. Welcome back to another reading vlog. So, fun story. I've moved home, if you haven't been able to tell from like my previous video and stuff like that. I've moved home and yeah, the room is still a bit of a mess. Like I don't have like any clothing storage, so I am essentially living out of like a suitcase and continuously wearing the same like 3 outfits. But it's chill, I still kind of need to get everything together, but that will happen not this week because we're in lockdown for a week, but hopefully soon. It's currently Sunday afternoon. I have already filmed a couple of videos for the booktube channel to hopefully go up over the next few weeks when hopefully I start filming my TV show again, but we'll see. And I thought I would just talk about my reading plans really quickly. I am currently only in the middle of one book, and it is The Simple Wild by K.A. Tucker. This is a adult romance. People say it's new adult, but our character's like 26 and has like a career. I don't really know, but I'm not that far through it. I mean, it might change, but I'm only on page 32. But we basically follow this girl Kala who just got fired, and she also just got a phone call from someone from Alaska saying that her dad, who lives in like the Alaskan wilderness, has cancer, and she hasn't seen or spoken to her dad in 12 years. And so she decides maybe she should go to Alaska and really repair their relationship before he carks it. You know what I mean? So I think it is going to be a very kind of like hard-hitting story while also having that romance at the forefront. I'm not loving it at the moment. Like, it is pretty slow to start and kind of a little boring at the moment. Like, I'm really not gelling with the writing style. It just seems very plain. But I'm hoping once we actually get to the meat of the story and the like romance and her like hanging out with her dad and like repairing that relationship, I think it will get a lot better. So I am really excited. I know it will probably be a pretty quick read as well, so very easy. And then I kind of have lots to choose from. I think the next book, because it's just I'm so excited and it's another library book, is The Burning God by R.F. Kuang. I think this will probably be the next book I pick up, or at least I might even read it at the same time if The Simple Wild is like really not doing it for me. But I'm so excited that this is the third and final installment in the Poppy War series, and I'm just beyond excited to get to this. I also really want to do a 24-hour readathon during one day this week, so obviously I won't be including those reads in the video, in this current video, but yeah, I'm hoping to read maybe like 5 or 6 books this week. We'll see. I have a live show tomorrow for the St. Vladimir's read-along, which I'm really excited. I do have really fun stuff planned while I just sit at home by myself. But yeah, okay, well, I think gonna chill for a bit and maybe do some reading and then maybe film another video. I'm not totally sure just yet, but we'll see. But obviously I'll keep you updated with my day and with my lockdown state. Okay, hi, me again. It's still Sunday afternoon and I just filmed 2 videos. Feeling very, very accomplished. I've had some lunch and I'm just feeling really good. I've also played some video games as well. This lockdown, I'm just gonna try and make it a holiday. I'm still pretty stressed about the fact that like I just can't do my filming, and I've been looking forward to it literally the entirety of the past few months. But oh well, it's fine. Yeah, so I did my 2 videos, feeling good. I'm probably not going to do any more. Like, I have other plans to do some, but I think I'm just going to do them tomorrow because I still have to do my live show and I'm going to put on makeup and stuff for that anyway, and because I'm already going to be in like a very like booktubey mood, I just figured it would be the perfect time to film some videos and stuff like that. So now I'm just going to do some reading. I'm going to pick up The Simple Wild. Hopefully it gets better. I'm going to try and read maybe like 50 pages and then see how I feel. I'll update you after maybe, I'll update you maybe around the 100 page mark. I'm just really hoping it gets good because right now it's just a bit boring, but I'm only on page 30 and I do find that the hardest part about reading a book is when you start it because you're not invested yet, you don't know the characters. So yeah. I also am going to be doing my 24-hour readathon on Tuesday, and Chloe's going to join me, which is just going to be really nice, and we're probably going to do a live stream as well. So oh my god, it's just going to be like a week of live streams. I'm really excited, and let's do some reading. Good evening, guys. I'm in bed now. I'm in bed pretty early. It's like 10:30 on a Sunday night, and I'm going to try and read more of The Simple Wild. I did actually get up to page 90 earlier, so I didn't quite make the 100 page mark, but I feel like page 90 is alright. It's just pretty dull, to be honest. We finally got to the dad, we finally got to Alaska, but it took like about 70 pages to do so, and I just feel like there's a lot of small details that the author has included in about the character that I just really don't care about. Like, obviously she's a social media superstar, like blah blah blah, like she's got her blog, but we didn't need to hear so much detail about the blog, you know what I mean? Like, I'm here for the romance, I'm here for the love story. I don't need to know about like the friendship dramas and the blog, you know? I'd rather hear about the romance. And it's like, I like it, but it could be a light dust, a light sprinkle, rather than a full like shablam. I feel like there's just too much, and it just does seem very convoluted. There was also like a boyfriend that she broke up with at the beginning, and like I get that that's like the reason she's going to Alaska, because her life is kind of like falling apart back home. But I feel like we didn't need to have the whole, like, there was this whole interaction where she like saw him at the club and he was like with the girl, and like, you know, then she talked about their love story at the beginning, and I'm just like, I just don't need all this exposition. I'd rather just get straight to the meat of the story. And that's how I'm feeling at the moment. I've got to get up pretty early to start getting ready for the live show tomorrow, so I'm probably just going to read a little bit and then try and go to sleep. But I'll give you any updates obviously if I need to. But yeah, I'm just gonna get cozy. I've got myself a hot chocolate, probably gonna put on some ASMR rooms, and let's get reading. Good morning, it's Monday morning. I just finished the live show. Oh my god, it was so much fun. I'll link it down below, guys. It was genuinely so fun. I loved talking to Trent and Sandy and Tiffany, and oh my god, it's got me so much more excited for the rest of the Vampire Academy series. Like, now I literally want to read like the rest of the series instantly. I'm not going to, I'm gonna savor it, but oh my god, like I loved it so much. So yeah, I'll link it down below if you guys missed out. And those girls are like really cool, really smart, and I will also just link their channels down below because I just recommend you check them all out. Like, check out their videos. They're just a really cool group of people, and like the fact that they're even doing this whole read along, which is like a year long, is incredible. And yeah, love them. I think I've talked about Tiffany on my channel before because she has a lot of really good like puppy war content, and I've known Trent for like when I first started as well, so yeah, love them. But I did read more of The Simple Wild last night. I'm now on page 157. It's definitely getting better. Like, I definitely don't find it as tedious as I found it before. It's definitely getting a lot better. There was this part that really pissed me off though. Like, I'm not sure how I'm really feeling about the love interest to Jonah. He's just very, like, he's quite misogynistic, I think. Like, he just kept like talking shit about Calla and how like she wears makeup, and it's just like, leave her alone. Like, yeah, I know she's in the Alaskan wilderness, but like, she can wear makeup and like pink clothing if she wants to. It just seems very like dated, that whole aspect of it. And also like basically this whole thing with Calla's dad is that like he just stopped calling her. Like, he said he was going to come to Toronto where Calla lives when she was like graduating high school, and then he just like called her like a day before and was like, hey, I'm not actually coming anymore. And then they just like stopped talking for 12 years, which is why their like relationship is so stilted. Actually, I think it was her middle school graduation because she's like 26 now. But that's why their relationship is so stilted. And then Jonah has this like massive like go at her and is like, you like never talked to your dad and you've never come to visit him, and now you've like come here and you're just turning your nose up at everything. And it's like, okay, like hold on a second. Like, sure, you can be annoyed that she's turning up her nose at like your hometown, like where you live and the place that you love so much. But it's not the teenager's responsibility to reach out to her dad. She's at school at this stage, and then she's like gone and like gotten a job and a career, and her life is in Toronto. She's not going to drop everything to visit her dad, who as far as she's concerned doesn't even want anything to do with her. So I really hope that doesn't become a theme where like Calla's like, oh, I should have done more. Like, she was a teenager and she felt abandoned by her father, and it's not the child's responsibility to like make an effort with their parents when they're like that young. It should be the parents wanting to love their child unconditionally and spend time with them. So that really annoyed me, especially as someone who like had an absent parent when they were like growing up. That really annoyed me, and I was just like, fuck Jonah. Like, I don't like him. Still not sure how I feel about him. Like, he is very just like, ew, I hate shallow girls. And I'm just like, shut up. Like, no one asked. Yeah, like, I can see that the author is trying to paint him as like this hero who like is really lovely to everyone except for the girl, and then it's gonna be some kind of like enemies to lovers kind of vibe. But it's just like, okay, well, like, I hate him. We'll see if he grows on me, but like, I really don't know if he will. I feel like the dad is really growing on me though. Like, yes, that whole thing happened, but like, he had an explanation, and like, he's opened up to Calla, you know, already on like the first page, and their relationship's kind of like starting to mend as well. And he's really like taking responsibility and be like, you know, this is why I didn't come to your graduation, but I shouldn't have done that, and I should have been a better father. And so I'm really liking the dad at this stage. Like, I like that he's taking responsibility, and Calla's definitely growing on me as well. Like, I'm just kind of like, I can kind of see why she is the way she is. And you know what, I love her and her blog. I'm glad she's a blogger, she's into her social medias, and yeah, so she's a bit like snobby, but aren't we all? Like, I'm sure I would be the same if I was like going to this random town that has like nothing in it, and like except for heaps of mosquitoes and puddles and like rude men. I think I have to do some babysitting today actually. Now that we're in lockdown, my family all has to like do school or work, and we have like a 4-year-old living in the house, so I think I'm gonna go look after her for a bit, hang out with her, and then maybe do some reading in the afternoon. But yeah, that's kind of all my plans for today. I do want to film a video at one stage, so I think maybe I might like put her in front of a movie, put the 4-year-old in front of a movie, and then maybe film another video, maybe edit my wrap up, but we will see, and I will obviously keep you updated. Good morning guys, it's now Wednesday morning, and I did do quite a bit of reading last night, so I'm now really getting towards the end of this book. I'm on page 274, and I think it's like just under 400 pages. So I've got like maybe like 120 pages left of this bad boy. And yeah, I was mean to it at the beginning. Like, it's fine. Like, it's definitely not going to be a 5-star read or even a 4-star read. But in terms of like my enjoyment and how fast I'm reading it, it is good. I think sometimes it can be a little too wordy for what it is. Like, really it should be just like a very simple new adult romance, and sometimes we like get a lot of detail that I don't think we necessarily need, but I think all the characters are very well fleshed out. Like, I really like our main character Calla and her parents, and even though I'm still not really sold on Jonah, I really like watching his interactions with Calla. I think they are both really fun, even though I don't necessarily like Jonah as a person. So yeah, I definitely am going to finish this today because I am doing a 24-hour readathon today, so I won't be vlogging for the rest of the day. I'll pick up this weekly reading vlog again tomorrow once I finish the 24-hour readathon, and I'm going to be reading like completely different books after that if everything goes according to plan. So yeah, I did also want to mention though that I started The Burning God last night as well. After I read quite a bit of that contemporary yesterday, I ended up picking this up because I just really wanted to step into a new fantasy world, and I'm only on page 20, so I've only read like the prologue and half of the first chapter before I started getting sleepy, but like it's already, I know, gonna be stunning. Like, I'm so intrigued. Like, Rin and Kitty from the get-go, I'm like, yes, here are my favorites. And the prologue was excellent as well. Like, I think it was a bit of backstory that we hadn't seen before. I'm not going to read this in the 24-hour readathon, so I'm mostly going to be reading this for the rest of the week, I think. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I started it, and I'm ready to cry all the tears. And honestly, this is, I think, a new favorite series for me. Like, this is just incredible. I'm just really, really, really excited. And I also looked at some Goodreads reviews for this, like, without looking at spoilers, but I did look at some reviews, and like every single person has said that this is the best one out of the trilogy. Okay, I'm gonna start my new 24-hour readathon vlog now, so I'll see you soon. Hello everyone, it's now Friday, and I haven't updated for a little while just because I did my 24-hour readathon on Wednesday, and then I just didn't really have anything to update on Thursday. So that 24-hour readathon vlog will be coming to you very soon. I finished The Simple Wild during that vlog, and since then I have started The Burning God by R.F. Kuang, and I'm now on page 127. So I haven't read a whole lot. I haven't even reached part 2 yet because this book is a like over 600 page book. So I've got a long while to go. I've still got lots of this to read, but I'm already enjoying it so much. It's very much about like strategic warfare right now. It's very like, there isn't really like many emotional stakes when it comes to like relationships and, you know, stuff like that. It's mostly just like the big heavy war stuff, which does have emotional stakes in itself, but a lot of it is just like strategizing and like planning, and I'm really enjoying it, and seeing Rin be the powerful bitch that she is, I'm just so happy. So I'm definitely going to read more of this tonight. It was kind of a struggle to get into at first, just because I haven't read a big intense fantasy for a while, like at least for a couple of months. So it was kind of like weird getting back into it again, but now I'm like fully in it, so I'm definitely not feeling slumpy or anything like that. So I'm gonna read a lot more, and I'm excited, and I think this is gonna be like the only thing I read for the rest of the week, just because I'm really enjoying it. But I mean, we'll see. My mind changes all the time. So, but also this morning I actually had a package from HarperCollins arrive, so I think this is one of the final books that I requested from them. I've mentioned it in another vlog, but if you didn't know, I get a newsletter from HarperCollins every month that shows us the new releases coming out, and like we can choose a couple of ones to receive and review. So yeah, here we go. Oh my god, okay, so I was talking about this book on FaceTime with Chloe and Caitlin last night, because me and Chloe were talking about like how we're kind of getting into like crystals and like tarot cards and stuff, and Caitlin was like laughing at us. But then we were talking about how it would be amazing if there was like a tarot card themed horror movie, and I actually requested this book called All Our Hidden Gifts by Caroline O'Donoghue. But basically this is a tarot card themed horror novel. I think it's YA, and basically it's about this girl who finds a tarot card deck in her attic, and she decides to like get into it, and then when she does a reading for her friend, she finds a very strange card that wasn't originally in the deck when she found it, and I think it like summons some sort of demon. You know what, I might actually read this very soon because it just sounds amazing. Oh my god, maybe I might read this tonight. Oh, I'm so sorry, Burning God, I lied. I'm gonna read more of this afternoon, but I might actually start this tonight because that'll be so fun. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put on some makeup, and I think I'm going to film a couple of videos because I'm feeling very motivated, very amped for doing booktube stuff. I just finished editing my 24-hour readathon. Might do some editing of this vlog. I really need to go and write all my Goodreads reviews. I've really fallen behind with that, so I might do that today as well. I'm definitely just going to do some social media work and stuff for the rest of the day. It's like 2 o'clock, so I'll just do that for ages, and then in the evening I can settle down, read The Burning God, read All Our Hidden Gifts. Okay, talk to you guys soon. Okay, it's Saturday and I'm about to do the live reading sprints with Chloe and Caitlin. I think I'm gonna read The Burning God. I did get up to part 2 last night, so I'm definitely making progress with it, but I didn't do as much reading and booktube stuff as I would have liked yesterday, because me and Chloe have discovered our new favorite video game, which we played for like 3 hours last night. So yeah, didn't make as much progress on my book, but still feeling good. Know I can make some progress during the live today. I think I'm gonna like put up my posters in my room, because obviously like I've moved home and I still have like a drawer full of stuff that used to like be on my walls, and I think I might like redo it because the walls are looking a little bare. I definitely love how my room looks way more than I did at my old flat already, but I think with like more posters and decorations it can look even better. So I'm gonna do that today as well, and yeah, that's all. But I'll update you after the live. So okay, there's literally minutes till the live show starts, and I actually think I'm not going to read The Burning God anymore, just because I read a chapter just now and like it's getting really intense, and when I'm doing a like live reading sprints, it's like half my mind is on the book and half my mind is on the fact that I'm like on camera. So I think I'm not gonna do it. Like I'd rather read it in private. So I think I'm actually going to start Vicious Spirits by Kat Cho, which is my other library book. This is the sequel to Wicked Fox. It's also like a YA fantasy, so it'll be a lot more simple to like understand and read. So I think I'm going to start that. Okay, I'm happy with this decision. Okay, I'm going to go make a coffee and then sit at my computer and wait for my friends. Hi guys, so I just finished the live. I'll obviously link it down below. It was a really fun live. It was so good to do a live with both Caitlin and Chloe. Again, it was just so much fun. Had a good time, did a lot of chatting, but I also started Vicious Spirits, like I said, and I got up to page 67 during the reading sprints, which I think is pretty good. We only did like 3 reading sprints, so yeah, I feel good with how much I read of it. However, I'm not totally loving it. Like, if you've seen a lot of my videos from the beginning of the year, you'll know that Wicked Fox was one of my 5-star like best books of the year for 2020, and I feel like Vicious Spirits just really isn't living up to it. What's happening is we seem to be more centered around our 2 side characters, Somin and Junu, this time instead of Miyoung and Jihoon, which is just really disappointing, because while I love those characters as side characters, the story is mostly about Mi-young and Ji-hoon, so I really don't understand why we're seeing it from a different perspective. It's just a really interesting choice on the writer's part, and I'm not actually sure if it was the right one. And like at the moment, I've now just got to a bit at page 66. I've just gone to a bit where it's a chapter about Mi-young and Ji-hoon again, and I'm like, oh my god, I've missed this. I've missed being in their world and seeing things from their perspective. And it's just disappointing that it took 60 pages to get that, and I know that that's probably not going to be what it's like for the majority of the book, and we're mostly going to be living in like Somin and Junu's heads. So that's definitely a choice that the writer has made, and it's just going to be interesting to see what happens, I guess. And I also think that there is like an enemies to lovers romance in this, and it's blossomed very quickly. I'm only on page 67 and I'm like, this is happening very fast. I definitely think this is going to be a very fast paced, very easy read. I think I can get it done like probably in just like a couple of days, but what it is going to be rated is, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. It's definitely not Wicked Fox, but yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go to the shops and buy myself a treat. It's raining, so I just really want some like cozy snacks, and then come back and play some WoW with Chloe, and then see what I'm gonna do for the rest of my day. Like, might do some more reading, who knows. So I'll talk to you later. Good morning, guys. It is actually now Monday morning, so it's a new week, so that means time for a new weekly reading vlog as well. So I will be finishing this one here. I'm really sorry I didn't update yesterday. I had a huge day of filming because we are finally out of lockdown, so I can go back to work and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, but don't worry, I will still be doing videos and all that sort of stuff. It wasn't just like this week thing. But I thought before I go, I would just update you further on my reading. So yesterday when I was on set, I did actually read a little bit more of The Burning God. I now am at page 237, still really liking it and nearly at the halfway point now. I just really love this. You'll hear definitely more about it next week when I get to read more of it and hopefully finish it. But yeah, absolutely loving this, and it's gonna be 5 stars. I can just tell, and I can just tell that I'm gonna start crying, so yeah. I also read more of Vicious Spirits. I'm now on page 123. How I feel about it is still pretty much exactly the same. I'm glad that we're getting more Mi-young and Ji-hoon chapters, but yeah, the romance is progressing very fast. I'm not even at the halfway point, and they've already like gotten together once and then broken up once, and I'm just confused. But yeah, hopefully it will start picking up again soon. I am going to try to read more of it today, so yeah, hopefully you will see more of this in the weekly reading vlog for next week, and hopefully it gets better, but I'm not sure. And I also actually started a new romance on my Kindle. I had a really hard time sleeping on Saturday night, and I was like, I just think I need to put away my fantasy books for now and maybe just start something that's going to be really easy. So I started reading Bully by Penelope Douglas. This is a new adult like dark romance. I'm only like 7% of the way through, and basically it's just about a girl who went to France for like a student exchange and then has come back, and this guy that she used to be childhood friends with is like bullying her. But it's really weird. Yeah, I love Penelope Douglas's books. I just find that they're really fun, really easy to read, and just really ridiculous and outrageous. Like, I love reading about them. Would never want a romance like that in my real life, but they are just very entertaining to read. So I think this book will just like, you know, be something that's easy to pick up if I feel like reading but don't feel like diving into like a fantasy world and have to like really focus. This is just going to be an easy book to read for like the next week, and something that I'll read really fast as well. That's all the reading that I've done this week, along with the 24-hour readathon and the Simple Wild and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this weekly reading vlog. I will see you very soon in the next one. Also, just a reminder that all my social medias are linked down below, so like my Goodreads and my Twitter. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon next week or in another video very soon. Bye!
But she said, Cindy, don't cry.